Hi, this is the Yesterday Report for November 3rd. Let me start the news. First story that we're going to talk about is the Chicago Cubs winning the World Series against the Cleveland Indians. This puts an end to the Chicago Cubs curse after not winning for 108 years. The next story we're going to talk about is Brexit. The Supreme Court of the UK has decided that Parliament has to vote on Brexit and basically have some type of say of what's going to happen in the next 2 years with Brexit happening. This is going to slow down the process a little bit, especially because they are essentially going to either vote against it or vote with it. Most people and analysts are saying that they're going to vote with it and not slow down the process whatsoever. But this will help negotiation meetings between a lot of different countries. A lot of people are not liking this type of deal simply because they will have to start trade talks all over again with various different countries. It will slow down the economy a little bit, but the economy is already at an all time low because of the Brexit. We'll see how things turn out. Next, we have some movie news. The Wonder Woman trailer just dropped, and it's the new one. I would say is a little bit better than the first one. But this one to me has a lot of, I would say, fake CGI that is very noticeable. But to most people, the positive outlooks towards this trailer seems very promising. But this doesn't mean anything. Warner Brothers have been messing up with the DC universe for the last, I would say, three movies. And a lot of people are confused on the plot line, what they're trying to bring the movie towards, and what kind of tone they want to set with these movies. A lot of them have been dark, and a lot of them have been, I would say, a mix guided of fun. But we'll see how things turn out, and hopefully Wonder Woman stays on track. We finally got some stills from the upcoming Disney movie, Beauty and the Beast. Now, many people have been waiting to see how the Beast is going to look in this movie, and quite honestly, he looks kind of amazing. It's not too CGI and it's not too superimposing, but it actually fits the actual tone of the movie in the Beast. This actually looks quite beautiful, and Emma Watson looks amazing. The CGI Beast looks pretty handsome, a little bit too handsome in my taste. But the stills and the photos and the actors looked amazing, down to the major wardrobes. We'll see what happens when they finally release the trailer and see if they can live up to the hype of this movie. In other news, Donald Trump is actually gaining on Hillary Clinton in the latest polls. In some polls, it shows that Donald Trump is winning in certain states, and even natural polls, he shows that he is only losing by 3 points. This is, I would say, a big turn of events simply because Hillary's investigation has opened up once again thanks to Anthony Weiner and his emails. This is probably the worst thing to happen to Hillary since the start of the race. Simply because a lot of, I would say, momentum was built up simply because of Hillary winning in the last two debates and coming off of Donald Trump's very promiscuous attitude and alleged sexual assault is damaging him in the polls. Even has a lot of Republicans step back and do not want anything to do with him. Now, is this gonna help? Is this gonna help Donald Trump win the race? Most likely, we don't know. It is a very tight race these days, and with all the negative talk with Hillary and Donald Trump, no one seems to really care about how divided our country has become. The division between the Democrats and the Republicans have become way bigger. And there's even a subdivision in the Republican side and a subdivision in the Democrat side, which is leading to a lot of infighting and divide. Whoever is the next president has to repair the division between our country and see how things are going to turn out. This is really bad to show us that we, as voters, don't care what happens to the country. We only care that we're right. And this is going to be some tough shoes to fill for any type of candidate. As our country stands divided, it's not going to be it's going to be a very uphill battle for whoever's in office. Well, that's it for today, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Leave a like and subscribe.